In the race for the White House, a new CNN poll shows Joe Biden with a 14-point lead nationally over President Trump. It's the largest head-to-head lead in any poll to date. News 5's John Kosick with us now. John, not just the national numbers that are troubling here for the president.
Yeah, 2016 showed, Rob, that the president could lose nationally, but still put together a string of states to win the Electoral College. But the numbers coming out of those states, like Ohio, have both camps paying very close attention. Campaigns may dismiss less than favorable state polls with their words, but it's their actions that give a glimpse into what they're thinking. So when the Trump campaign went up with television ads in Ohio at this early stage of the campaign, it sent a message.
I think it shows that he needs to be on the offensive to defend himself in states that were reliably safe, like Ohio, Iowa, Georgia.
A Fox News poll last week showed former Vice President Joe Biden leading President Trump by 2 points in Ohio. Within the margin of error, yes, but a 10-point swing from Trump's margin of victory here in 2016.
One of the big differences from 2016 is that as much as he was publicly known, he was not known as a president. He was known as a candidate. Now we've got 4 years to judge him by as a president.
The Real Clear Politics average of polls also showed the president trailing in the other pivotal states of Pennsylvania, Michigan, and Wisconsin, all of which he carried in 2016, but only by a combined margin of 78,000 votes. That's why Ohio is not only a bellwether, but a firewall.
If you don't get Ohio, then in terms of the trend lines, you're definitely not going to win those other states and you're going to lose the Electoral College.
The pandemic has taken traditional campaigning off the table, while the protests surrounding the death of George Floyd have done something that Sutton says Biden himself had trouble doing, and that is energize Democratic voters.
I think the best thing for Biden and for the Biden campaign is that people at those demonstrations and those that support what was happening in those have a memory that's 5 months long through the election. And that memory, I think, will carry those constituencies that he must get, particularly in Ohio, in order to carry states like ours.
Now, the president's overall approval rating in that CNN poll was just 38%, with the majority of those polls saying they trusted Joe Biden more for the handling of the coronavirus crisis as well as race relations. The majority, though, favored President Trump, though, when it came to handling the economy.
Okay, John, jump into those numbers for us if you can. How does that approval rating stack up historically when we get to this stage of an election?
38% is a pretty tough number for a president seeking re-election. At this stage of the game, that number would be on a par with George H.W. Bush and Jimmy Carter, the two men we know to be the last sitting presidents to lose re-election.
Thank you, John.